Welcome, welcome, beautiful Capricorn. Happy January 2020. We're getting ready to get some guidance for you for this month, for the next 30 days. It's aligned with that crown chakra energy so we can open up to receive these messages. Let's see what sacred power Oracle wants you to know. I see the compassion and the communication cards. Maybe you're working on communicating more compassionately. Let's see, what is the message for Capricorn? January, sound, what you say. Maybe listening to more music. We have compassion again. Maybe you got to be talking about something a little bit more in a more compassionate way. It could have to do with the things you say, but it's also using sound for healing, I think. Let's look at in the compassion card again. What is this message with compassion? Okay. Something causing you to receive, causing you to hold back from receiving love in all of its purity and softening in your criticism towards others and understanding differences in opinions and perspectives allows us to communicate more effectively with friends, family, co-workers, and other members of our community. Very interesting. This is the third time for you. So twice in the shuffle, and look, we open up to sound. So I think this may have something to do with the way you are communicating. So we're talking about music. We're talking about it being the universal language of the soul. Okay. What does the kind of music you listen to say about you? What are the words you repeat out loud and use within your inner voice? This is also about how you're talking to yourself, okay? And the mood of the music that you listen to, and the fact that you are someone that's heavily influenced by music. So it's also saying words spoken and heard with repetition impact the psyche. You are being encouraged to evaluate your choice of communication with yourself and others. Okay, so I think we got this. There's something with you this month that has to do with your communication, what you say to other people, how you say it, and the compassion therein. So that's an important message for you this month. And it may be a critical part of your success or your ability to open doors. It also has to do with the things that you say to yourself as well, Capricorn. So listening to the things you're hearing on repeat all the time, if you're someone that listens to a lot of music, but also watching what you say and watching what you repeat to others, because their psyches absorb this, and this can either work for you or against you. That's for Capricorn. We had a jumper there. We'll get that in a moment. Let's take these three. Okay. Okay, we have a hanged man. Something you needing to take an expanded perspective on. Something you need to place on hold. Some sort of reevaluation that's needed, and the space to do that needs to be created by you by pulling back or not making any hasty decisions, just being still and waiting for the right time. We have the Page of Cups here. This could involve an apology or the way that you use your communication. And perhaps you're needing to communicate love. Maybe you're holding back an apology. Maybe you need to apologize. Or maybe somebody's trying to say something to you and you haven't been open to hearing that. The Death card. Okay? Out with the old, in with the new. There's something you need to let go of. This could be a habit. It could be a way that you've been doing something. It could be a person that you need to dispense with. It could be something within yourself that's causing a death or that's causing some decay. Whatever it is, it's something you need to let go of. And until you let go of it or are willing to challenge it or usher it out of your life, you're going to be in a place of stagnancy. Very interesting there. Now let's see what's going on. We have the Tower card underneath this, so it could be trouble in paradise. It could be something that's breaking down. It could be trouble at home. Whatever it is, it's some type of start realization or something's falling apart. With these two cards here, these are major energies. So there's something that is coming apart at the seams. It's broken. It's not able to be fixed or patched up anymore. It could be that an apology, it may not even help it. There's a new way of looking at something, or a new way of dealing with something is required at this time. So there's an overhaul and a need for you to look at something from another perspective, and perhaps to curb your ego too. And the 7 of Coins. Okay. I feel like that could be working on a relationship. Something you've been putting a lot of time into. You've been working on. Maybe you're having to stop and reevaluate something. Okay. Shining the light of awareness on a new perspective. We have the 6 of Cups. So this could definitely be a relationship or a friendship. We have the 10 of Coins. This could be family, legacy, inheritance. Relationships as well. We have the Strength card. It could be a crack in the foundation of something, or you're not in a strong position right now, and there's hurt and pain involved in something which may be related to that Page of Swords there. So something's not in a strong position. I feel like it has to do with the happiness and the ultimate health of a family situation or a financial situation. It's something you invested a lot of time in, something you've been cultivating, and maybe you find yourself in a place where you're looking at something and you're having to reevaluate the benefit or the lack thereof of moving forward. And I'm hearing you get more bees with honey. And in order to transform a situation, you may need to soften a bit. That'll put you in a stronger situation, or that will help salvage something that doesn't seem to be a happy space right now. So yeah, somehow I feel that this has to do with relationship and maybe the need for some loving communication or some apologies of some sort. Something like that, I think. All right. More information, please, about this 7 of Coins. What does the 7 of Coins involve? I don't think yet. 7 of Coins. What does the 7 of Coins involve? Please give me more information. 9 of Pentacles. Maybe somebody's thinking about going solo or separating or becoming more independent. Okay. We have the Queen of Wands here and the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Could be a fiery situation here. A lot of emotion involved. Or it could be a situation that has lost its passion. With the 9 of Pentacles here, we can talk about being separate, being alone, not necessarily being in a relationship. And this Knight of Wands is kind of moving away from something, moving towards the Queen of Wands. And this is clarifying the 7 of Pentacles. So it's perhaps you're moving away from something to find joy someplace else. And that may be single and singlehood, or being on your own, or it could be a feminine energy that is quite independent and that is taking her power back. Let's see. What does the 6 of Cups involve, please? The Tower. This is a relationship in trouble, I think. Tower card. And maybe somebody's being tossed from the house. or being asked to leave, or leaving of their own accord. There's some turbulence there and a little bit of sadness and disappointment, I feel. I'm not getting a happy feeling from this so far. Turbulence at home, a lack of balance, inability or lack of desire to keep trying to make something work, or to keep trying to juggle between your joy and your responsibilities. Maybe this person looks worn. Okay, the ship looks tattered. See that lightning back there? Okay, similar to the lightning in the Tower card. It's like something is on its last leg, and it's been going back and forth for some time. It involves home and or work, just like this involves home and or work, just like this involves home and or work. We know our guiding energy is compassion, watching the things we say, and speaking things that are kind and gentle and loving. And we have the Page of Cups here, which is a lack of loving communication. We're having to stop, and we're having to stop doing something. Let's figure out what that is. With this Ten of Coins, please clarify. What is this Ten of Coins about? Capricorn. Page of Swords. King of Wands, Three of Swords. Yeah, this is a family situation that has some very unkind communication coming from maybe some people or someone that has a temper, or someone that's vying for control of a situation, and it's affecting the sanctuary of the home life. And it looks like it could be even related to money and security. But with the Page of Swords reverse, it's a childlike, immature way of communicating, but it's also has a negative tone to it. It's not very nice. Page of Swords reverse, Knight of Swords reverse can be people who say things that are not nice, people who gossip, people who speak things that are not true, people who may be overly critical. But these things hurt. Whatever this is, this energy is a very hurtful energy, and it seems like it's likely tearing at the very fiber of something and weakening a foundation. Or someone is feeling not able to be in their power, or someone is weak, or this is making someone sick. Clarify that Strength card, please. Clarify the Strength card, please. Somebody feels trapped. Maybe not able to speak up or stand for themselves. They feel trapped. There's a warrior energy throughout this. There's a sense of somebody vying for independence. Money may be involved, or stability of the home life is involved. There's sadness, there's hurt, there's a lot of pain, there's a lot of turbulence. There's a need to just stop and reevaluate a situation. To reevaluate a situation. Likely someone feels trapped. Restrained, maybe clearly not very confident, and this was kind of wanted to really be sort of reversed. So this is feeling like you're under attack, I think, and not being able to hold your own, not being able to hold your position. So seek cover or bring some type of calm to a situation. And we have this card here clarifying as well. So it could be that the very thing that the relationship is building the relationship up is also tearing it down, or there's a major conflict happening here. Okay? These two energies, there's a major conflict and a major going back and forth. There could be a vying for power here and a bumping of heads that is something happening here. Two people I mentioned before. There's a lot of fire energy. This could really be saying hurtful, heartbreaking things. You have this fire energy here. Sometimes this person doesn't have a lot of remorse. Something is being challenged here related to the home life. There's something that is very unstable. If this happened to be something happening in the workplace, then somebody's very provisions are under attack. And there's a struggle for power, and there's a struggle to try to gain some footing. And right now, it looks like the best thing to do is to try to have and open up, have a better way of communicating. Try to develop and open up the lines of communication by watching what you say and how you say it, and looking at the ultimate goal of whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. But right now, there's a lot of hurt involved. There are a lot of tempers flaring. People may feel betrayed. They feel upset. It could possibly even be a little bit of violence going on here, or maybe somebody throwing some things. But it seems to be, with the Queen and the King here, this is potentially, definitely a marriage situation, or a relationship that's in trouble, I feel. And you have two people with two strong personalities, and one of them feels trapped and maybe unable to defend themselves, or one of them feels like they have to defend themselves and they feel as though they have to stand their ground. So you have a lot of defensiveness going on here. You need to bring some loving communication to the table. Otherwise, this situation is not going to work. King of Cups, Two of Swords. So there's a stalemate here. I'm going to clarify this card, but there's a stalemate here. I feel like both people may not be seeing their responsibility in a situation, and both people are closed to what might be the road to a solution. Their hearts are not engaged at this time. And there needs to be loving action coming from both people. All right, and that may be what this is about. We need loving communication and expressions of lighthearted expressions, expressions of admiration, expressions of support. We need to watch the words that we say, because what we're doing right now is hurting each other and hurting ourselves. So this is a pretty interesting reading here. And I really feel like we're talking about a relationship that's under attack. We're talking about two people who are clashing, who could be doing a better job to get along. There's a vie for power. There's a need to insert independence and freedom. I feel like one could potentially feel beholden to the other or trapped by the other. There's some defensiveness going on as well as some offensiveness. But what is at stake is the family and security. And so it's time to bring in a more healing energy. It's time to watch what we say. And it's time to recognize that we cannot continue on this path. The relationship will die if it is not already dead. And it will totally disintegrate unless and until we turn things around and we start all over again and we build another foundation. This situation might actually already be done. There may have already been too many things said, too many hurtful words, too much passion and fire. A lot of clashing and defensiveness here. So Capricorn, there's a need for loving action. There's a need for an expanded perspective. And there's a need to find ground for an apology or love offering of some sort. Something to bring some harmony to a situation, and to remember what the union was all about to begin with. Wish you the best, Capricorn. See you next month.